Hey, what's up again, YouTube world? It is your girl here, Dana Monet, and I am back recapping The Voice. This is The Voice. Bing, ding, ding, ding. It's been a minute, and I do apologize that last season I did not actually recap the entire season. I stopped at the playoffs. I was having uploading issues, and then I couldn't find the time to do the video, so I do apologize for that. So I will do my best to review this season in its entirety. So I have to start off by talking about the new coaches, Miley Cyrus and Alicia Keys. And I have to say, the moment that I heard that Alicia Keys was going to be one of the coaches, I was like, I like that idea, but I just feel like she's going to be the female Pharrell. Like in the blind auditions, everybody's going to love her. She's going to say the right things. She's going to, persuade people. She's a great musician. She has that appeal and everything like that. And then as a coach, she may fall flat or not make the best decisions going forward like Pharrell did. So, but I'm trying not to prejudge her. It's only the blinds. You can't really know what a coach is really going to do until we really get into the thick of things. Miley Cyrus, so far so good. I'm liking her. She knows what she's talking about. She has some great zingers for Adam, that I'm here for. Because I'm at the point where I'm kind of like over the coaches' banter. Like I'm over everything. Like I'm over the sob stories. I'm over the coaches' banter. Like I just want to hear the contestants sing. Like I'm not even for like all the extra stuff. Like I don't even want it. So that's kind of how I feel about that. But Miley in her attire is a lot less extra than I thought. It could be a lot worse, and I did like her belt. But yeah, I'm here for Miley. I actually think that she's going to be a really, really good coach. And I would definitely pick Alicia or Miley before I pick Blake or, that other guy. And, as for Adam and Blake, specifically Adam, same shit, different season. And Blake is Blake. I'm cool with Blake. Adam still gets on my nerves, but we'll see what happens as the season progresses. All right, so without any further ado, enough about the coaches. Let's get into the contestants. I do have to say, and I do not know why these reality singing competition shows do this, but the talent on the first night was not nearly as great collectively as the talent on the second night. They always do that shit. I don't know why. But basically, just so that I don't go on tangents or rampages I wrote stuff about each person who got at least one chair to turn. But I'm not going to talk about everybody. I'm only going to talk about my favorites because, I'm just trying to keep it nice and sweet and short. So my favorites on night one, I'm going to go from my most favorite to, I'm going to give you the top three because I had three favorites on night one. So Allie Caldwell, who sang Dangerous Woman. And I think that she did a really great job at staying in the pocket in the beginning of the song, which is always difficult to do. Like a lot of people can wail and belt and everything like that, but sometimes it's hard to get with those cadences and the rhythm and stuff like that, of songs like that, because it has that rhythm thing, and then at the end, you can explode. So I definitely appreciated that. But that comes with experience and, things of that nature. She was in a girl group, and, navigating the up and downs of the melody and, letting her voice explode. I think she had nice control and range, and she had a great full tone. So she was my favorite of the night, and she ended up going to Team Miley. My second favorite of the night, I may possibly be a little bit biased of picking this particular person because she has my namesake, but Dana Harper. Dana, I was like, oh, it's another Dana. Well, at least some Dana is representing on this show in some kind of way, because I've auditioned I don't know how many times. They'll never pick my ass, but I digress. So she sang Jealous by Nick Jonas, did a different kind of arrangement to the song, which was kind of cool, but like I kind of felt like I wish she would have did another song because her voice is so full, it's so sultry, it's that low, like husky thing. And she was giving me Layla Hathaway vibes with the way that she looked and like her hair and her voice, because Layla Hathaway has a really deep voice. And I was like, did the producers tell you to sing this song? Because you dipped into this nice little low register, which is what got most of the coaches to turn around. It wasn't enough. So like, did you want to sing like Phyllis Hyman or Anita Baker or Toni Braxton, and the coaches and the producers steered you into singing a pop song and trying to, like, I hate when they do that, especially to black people, like black soul singers, like that makes me mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just have a thing about that, and I'll probably be getting into that as the season progresses. But why is it a bad thing to sing R&B music? Why? Country is represented. Duh. Pop obviously is represented. And those are like really, and like the folky singer-songwriter types are represented. Rock isn't really represented that much, and neither is R&B. Unless you're taking a pop song and making it more R&B or something like that. Like R&B singers always have to switch it up and do something different, while country artists or folksy singer-songwriters can always stay in their lane. And that always bothers me. But see, here I go going off on a tangent. That's why I'm only talking about my favorites. Okay, so I loved Dana Harper. And I am a little bit feeling some type of way about her picking Blake. I definitely think that she should have went with Alicia, because I definitely think that Alicia would understand her voice more. Like, I don't know what is Blake gonna do with a voice like that. Like, I'm not even so much the voice, but like, is he gonna be able to find the right songs for a voice like that? Because somebody like her could go far in the competition, or she could just get knocked out in the battle rounds because she doesn't have the right songs. So, she has a great voice. I just, I'm worried about her being on Team Blake. I have to say that. So my third favorite of the night may surprise you guys a little bit, but it was actually Sundance Head. And I mean, how could you ever forget that name? Now, I actually was informed when I was reading some of the TV Line blogs, as well as MJS Big Blog, which I always read for The Voice and used to for American Idol, that he was actually, I believe, on season 6 of American Idol. Like, back in the day, I used to watch American Idol, but I wasn't, like, I don't remember all the contestants. I wasn't in it like I became into it in season 11. But I was like, oh, okay, so we had an American Idol alum. And he's saying, I've been loving you too long. I don't know who's saying. Oh, actually, it's the Otis Redding song. I didn't write the artist down. I just wrote the song. But I remember it was Otis Redding. And he was country, but I think he had a very strong conviction to his voice. Like, he wasn't like, well, he was kind of sort of a generic country singer, but he had like punch. He had soul. He chose Otis Redding. You know what I mean? Like, I liked his voice, and there was like this nice little clapping section on the Loving You part. I kind of forget how it goes, but I thought that was genius. I don't know. I just really liked him, but I'm really pissed off that he chose Blake, and Blake is going to make him boring and just only give him country songs when he auditioned with an Otis Redding song. So I'm like, I guess this is the only time I'll like him, is that. So, yeah. And I will give an honorable mention to Dave Moisen, who sang a song called Sex and Candy, which I've never heard before. He has a nice tone, sounded like Adam. He had the whole Adam kind of get up going on. He even met Adam back in the day. But yet, he chose Alicia Keys. So, good for you. Don't choose Adam, even if you look like him, sing like him, and he's your idol. Like, even the people who are your idols aren't even picking you. That's saying something. I think that's saying something. That's saying a lot of something. So I'm going to move on to night 2, my favorites. And I have to say that I pretty much really enjoyed everyone except for the guy who sang Roxanne, who a lot of people were talking about had like this fake reggae thing. At first, I kind of was feeling it, but then compared to everybody else, it just wasn't cutting it. So moving right along to my favorites. I mean, who else can like genuinely be number 1 except for Way McDonald. Like, she's like my favorite, like, period. Like, you know, everybody probably saw the sneak peek of The Voice a month ago, right after the closing ceremony of the Olympics. And it just started with her voice, like the sneak peek. It was nothing else. It was no coaches this or nothing like that. And her voice, and she was just like, I can't even duplicate what she did, but birds flying high or whatever. I don't even know. But I was like, tone, control, just, I love that rich alto voice, and she had some like girth to it. She was like, and I'm feeling, or whatever. I don't know, but that 17-year-old can blow. And then she talks like this, and she's like a little mousy thing, and like, oh my God, she's so cute. But that chick can sing. She's money. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily know if she's going to win the show, but she's absolutely the most unique and amazing voice that I've heard thus far. And there's a reason that they showed her in the sneak peek. So I'm not sure if really anybody is going to be better than her vocally in the blind auditions. But we'll see. But she's amazing. And I'm trying to think. I thought I had 4. Okay, so all right. This is not going to necessarily be in order because I'm not quite sure as to who I liked the most. But the girl Soraya, she sang "Drown in My Own Tears" by Ray Charles or whoever you want to. I think a couple of people sang that song, but I know Ray Charles singing. He sang it in the movie Ray, or Jamie Foxx sang it in the movie Ray. So she had a very, very powerful voice. She definitely took me to church. Like, and it wasn't in like an overwrought, like annoying way. It was like that's like just naturally like who she is, you know, like kind of like Fantasia. Like Fantasia always takes you to church, and it doesn't feel forced because that's just the way she is. This is the way she sings. That's just the way that she performs. And I kind of got that vibe from Soraya. So I was here for it. Like, she went off the rails a little bit and a couple of notes, and it was, you know, got a little screechy here and there. But all in all, I was here for it. I was like, girlfriend, you better sing to me. Better sang to me. She was like giving me like Effie White in Dreamgirls. Like, not that she like sang just like that, but it was like a Broadway vibe. There was some like kind of talking parts in the song where she was kind of like acting and stuff like that. So I was really feeling her, and I enjoyed her. Who did she pick? Oh, Way went to Team Alicia, and Soraya ended up going with Miley. So that should be interesting. But Soraya, like, she can really sing anything, I'm convinced. So yeah, so she was hot, and I was like, you know, she could maybe tone it down for some weeks, but I'm here for her taking me to church at least 3 or 4 times, maybe more, depending on how the song arcs. I mean, you only get 90 seconds in the blind audition, so you have to give everything at that time. So we'll see, you know, what she's able to do going forward, but I'm here for Soraya. And next we have child star Billy Gilman, who I remember from the Michael Jackson 25th anniversary special back in 2001, because I don't know how many times I've watched that and how many times they've re-aired it. I remember him singing Ben, and I do remember his song One Voice, but I kind of don't remember how it goes. But I definitely remember him. So I definitely remembered him when I saw him, and he sang When We Were Young by Adele, and I love that song by Adele. I love it. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to sing my absolute favorite song from that album sometime this season, All I Ask. But I love When We Were Young. And I was like, his voice actually hasn't really changed that much. Like, he still has that high voice, which I think is really going to benefit him in that competition. I really like the liberties that he took with the melody. And, you know, he did some nice, like, he has a crazy range. And, you know, the note that he hit at the end was great. And he's a great, like, controlled singer. He might come off as a little bit too controlled and too contrived, but for that performance, I think that he did a really, really good job. He chose Adam, but I think that he's okay because, you know, he was a previous child star. Like, everybody loves him. Like, Adam's not going to get rid of him. So I think Billy Gilman is going to the lives. I'm pretty sure about that. And my last favorite of the night was Lauren Diaz, and she sang If I Ain't Got You. Now, I have to say that I was not excited about her singing this song because it's so cliche. And then she was on another singing competition when she was 13 years old, like America's Most Talented Kids. She sang that same song. And this song is just so overdone. It's just so like Alicia Keys. Thank God you're finally a coach on here, because maybe less people will sing your songs since you're actually on the show. But do you know that everybody sings like your entire catalog on these shows? It is like ridiculous. So I was a little bit like, But I have to say that I think she killed it. I think she did a great job. She added some interesting ad-libs and, some great melody changes, had some great power. I love the way that she looks. She's really pretty. She actually reminds me of Sofia Vergara. So feeling that. And while she was singing, I was living for the moment when Alicia Keys got up and she did that little neck roll, like, yes, you better sing, or whatever. And then, of course, she picked Alicia in the end, like, duh. But I would like to hear her sing in Spanish in the future. Her last name is Diaz. I'm pretty sure that she's of Hispanic descent. And I just, like, with Alicia, I hope that, and I do think that Alicia Keys is going to be creative with the song choices. And I think that was just like a full circle kind of thing, her singing If I Ain't Got You. Like, I don't think that she's going to keep on singing Alicia Keys songs or stuff like that. I hope she doesn't sing, typical songs. Like, I don't want to hear her sing Halo by Beyonce. Like, I don't want to hear that. Beyonce has so many other great songs. I don't want to hear her sing Hero by Mariah Carey. I don't want to hear her sing I Have Nothing. Like, give her some different, like, cool, like, stuff with a groove. Like, like I said before, I would like to hear her sing in Spanish or something Latin or something like that. Like, I'm here for it. So, but yeah, I have to say that the first week of The Voice, I think it was a success. I would give it a B for the first week of the blind auditions. They did their thing. But I do have to say, after the first week of the blinds, black girls are on fire. Black girls are on fire. It's a little bit of that black girl magic on there because, I don't think I've seen this many black women in the blind auditions that were, like, really exceptionally good. Like, I think I liked all of them. Even that one girl that didn't even get a chair to turn. I don't remember what she was singing, but I actually thought that she kind of looked like one of the Braxton sisters. She kind of looked like Tawanda Braxton, but I felt like she had enough potential to where she could get a chair to turn. And there were some questionable people that did get chairs to turn, so I was like, not sure about that. But oh no, I was like, the black girl's doing the thing. But I don't know if a black girl is actually going to win this season. It's still going to be a guy that's going to end up winning. It's probably going to be Billy Gilman or whatever. But I think that Way is, like, much better than Billy Gilman, just in terms of, like, uniqueness and just, like, shockingness. So I have to say, yes, Black Girl Magic is in the building on The Voice. So thank you. And, I'm excited. I was a little bit like, I don't know about The Voice this season. But I think because there's new coaches to kind of break up the monotony of Blake and Adam, and it's two females, and they're spunky and they're high energy, and they seem really, really happy to be there. Unlike Adam, who needs a break. Like, I know that you like the money, like, I get it, but you got enough money. Isn't your wife about to have a baby? Like, you could take a season off. Like, take season 12 off. Like, because we just need to refresh you, just have you refreshed for the next season. But so far, so good. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be doing my finale recap of Power if you have been watching me do those reviews. And it's so many fall shows that started. I don't know if I'm going to be reviewing anything else, but I do watch Empire. I watch Queen Sugar. I will be watching How to Get Away with Murder tonight. I watched the show Atlanta. So, I can't review all these damn shows. I think I'm going to just stick to The Voice. But I may possibly review the show Underground on WGN when it comes back on in 2017, because that was my show. It's about underground, it's about slaves escaping on the Underground Railroad. Janae Smollett is in it, Jussie Smollett's sister, who plays on Empire. So I'm here for that. So I think I might review that. But otherwise, I think it just might be The Voice, because reviewing these scripted shows is a task. Like, the music shows, they work for me. Singing is my forte. I can do that. But let me stop rambling, and I will see you next week. Bye. Well, if you watch Power, I'll see you on Sunday. But otherwise, see you next week. Bye.